Hi, I'm Rob from Bantha Bantha, and this is the Star Wars Spotlight Dance. Episode 4 of the Star Wars Spotlight Dance is all about the fastest ship in the galaxy. You got it, the Millennium Falcon. The Falcon has gone through a lot in its lifetime. It was originally designated as YT-492727ZED and is also formerly known as the Stellar Envoy. It's a Corellian YT-1300F light freighter. These were manufactured by the Corellian Engineering Corporation that saw operation in the galaxy during the final days of the Galactic Republic and in the reign of the Galactic Empire. By the time we first see it in A New Hope, it was considered an outdated model. Funny, this one has lived way past its normal lifetime. The ship was built in 60 BBY, which is 60 years before the Battle of Yavin, or in other words, at the end of A New Hope. It began its career as an intermodule tug, pushing containers in orbital freight yards, and it once worked in the galaxy's busiest space lands. Just after the Battle of Coruscant, it was docked in the Senate office building. Inconsistent records from the Bureau of Ships and Services indicate that the YT-492727ZED changed ownerships more than once via unregistered transactions. During the Clone Wars, the freighter was property of the Republic Group. The YT-492727ZED was registered to the Galactic Group on the planet Ralatar as Stellar Envoy. At some point, either prior or during its ownership under the Republic Group, a military-grade rectenna, was installed on the Stellar Envoy right here. What is a rectenna, you ask? Well, a rectenna is a rectifying antenna, a special type of receiving antenna that is used for converting electromagnetic energy into direct current electricity. They are used in wireless power transmission systems that transmit power by radio waves. Got it? You know what that is? Please let me know. I have no idea what that means. Shortly after the end of the Clone Wars, the Stellar Envoy was involved in a collision with a bulk freighter and was seriously damaged. The wreckage was reconditioned by a salvager who used several sections of modules from a scrapped YT-1300P freighter to repair the ship. Here's where things get a little foggy. According to legends, the ship has had at least 8 different owners and 5 different names, including the Jackpot, Gone to Pieces, and Second Chance. The canon story is a little bit more vague. It just says that after some time, Lando wins it in a sabacc match, which is the same way he loses it to Han Solo. But in Legends, Han wins it because Lando had it on his used ship lot and he threw in a chip for any ship on his lot. Han won the match and Lando lost the ship. He forgot that he parked it on his lot at the time of the bet. Then it gets into the time that we all see in the movies. Lando saves his droid friend L337 by having her put her knowledge into the flight nav so that they can run the Kessel Run in 12 parsecs. Han helps Luke and the rebels defeat the Empire in the Battle of Yavin, and then years later, Rey takes command of the ship once Han is killed by his ungrateful son. So let's look at the ship and see what makes it so cool and fast and special. Let's start here with the cockpit. It sits off to the right of the ship, and then you go down this hallway into the main corridor where the secret compartments are that Luke and Obi-Wan hid in. At the end of the hallway is the number 3 hold. The other way down around the hallway goes into the main room, which is the room where it happens. Where what happens, you asked? Well, that's where Luke learned how to use the Force. There's also some other rooms here. The number 1 hold I find funny is that it's smaller than the number 3 hold, and the number 1 and the number 2 holder and the forward airlock goes out in front of the ship. Around the left side of the ship here are 2 other airlocks, one that goes out the side and one that goes out the roof of the ship. At the back end of the hallway is the fun part. It has a small crew quarters including a double bunk and walk-in closet. I love the middle of the ship here. They have the refresher or the back tube, or more commonly known to us as the bathroom. Finally, around back is the engine room, hyperdrive fuel pump, and sunlight engines. I hope you enjoy the trip around the Falcon. Maybe learned a little bit more about the Falcon's seedy past and enjoyed this little segment on the #1 ship in the galaxy. Please, if you like this video, click down below to like, subscribe, or even throw out a comment about the ship. On that note, remember, I told you, never tell me the odds.